What's up, y'all? Snake Almighty, and I'm back with another Power Book Full Force Season 2 theory. Come along with me on this journey. Let's talk about Tommy. Let's talk about all things CBI. As I'm predicting right now, as I'm proclaiming right now, that on the low, the Tommy versus CBI war has already begun. It's already begun. The tension has been rising all season. And now definitively, with D-Mac returning home and Diamond, the Super Savage Samson, on the move, the war has already begun. And it'll probably start the end of episode 10, or by the end of episode 10, but definitely will form during season 3. Now, let's talk about it, all right? Over the course of the season, we've seen a lot of different things happen to Tommy, but we've seen even more things happen to Diamond, okay? You got Diamond, him and Jannard's father died. You got Diamond dealing with a new parole officer. You got Diamond dealing with Jannard becoming a dope head, right? Then you got Diamond almost falling for Gianna, having a fatherly love for Leon, seeing Leon get killed. You have Diamond, who earlier in the season, he was having a lot of differences with Tommy, okay? A lot of differences with Tommy. Then you got Tommy. Tommy is dealing with the Tommy stuff, you know, he got Maria, okay? He got the fallback from what happened with D-Mac. Diamond and Tommy witnessed D-Mac kill a police officer right in front of him, something that they had to cover up. Now, the seeds of this war were already starting when they started having their differences. And then, a definitive thing, one of the first definitive things, was Tommy threatening Jannard's life to Diamond's face. And then you had Diamond threatening D-Mac's life to Tommy's face. Tommy loves the hell out of his family. The hell out of his family, okay? And then you could fast forward now, and you got Diamond, who's finally chose to become the Diamond who he was before he went to prison. He's freshly off parole, so now he can be as wild as he wants to be, okay? And now you got D-Mac returning home after Diamond said, yo, do something about D-Mac or I'ma do something about it. And he didn't say I'ma hug D-Mac and keep him safe. He said I'ma do something about it, meaning I'ma push D-Mac wig back, right? He was worried about them cutting his dreads at the youth academy. If I just push his wig back, he won't be allowed to worry about none of that, right? So, the seeds have already been sown, okay? Where you know that Tommy doesn't trust Jannard, okay? Tommy knows that worst comes to worst, Diamond is gonna choose Jannard over him, especially in a life or death situation. Just like in a life or death situation, Tommy knows he would have chose James St. Patrick over anyone else. So we know this already, okay? And now you have the aspect of D-Mac is now home. And now you have Tommy, who is going to find out in the season finale, right, that D-Mac is home. D-Mac escaped from the youth academy that I'm still predicting that Tommy went to at some point, right? And you're going to have JP, who, by the way, his name is James Patrick. Listen, I'm still trying to understand why the writers like James St. Patrick. But anyway, you're going to have James, who's going to tell Tommy, listen, that's my son. You can't touch him. You can't take him anywhere. That's my son, okay? Then you're going to have D-Mac, who he's rebellious. Tommy is going to say, hey, well, at least stay here behind in the house. He's going to try to make it a secret to Diamond, but then Tommy is also tough enough to be like, yo, listen, D-Mac is home. D-Mac ain't cooperating with the police. He's my nephew. And he's supposed to be CBI anyway, right? Diamond, who may be concerned about D-Mac being a rat, or the potential of D-Mac being a rat, because he's not a rat, he may make another threat, okay? And what I mean by the seeds of being sown is as simple as this. Another seed that was sown was Jannard, when Jannard says, don't you think Tommy is taking advantage of you? Taking advantage of us? He's making all these moves without consulting you first? And of course, Diamond's trying to play it cool. He's like, hey, you know, I've been distracted. I had, you know, the Leon thing and Gianna and all of that jazz. So Tommy been holding it down. That's what he said word for word. But Jannard, who completely hates Tommy for a reason, but for no reason at the same time, right? Completely hates Tommy. He has all the motive in the world to separate Tommy from Diamond, because the next person Diamond is going to deal with is going to be Jannard, right? And I put Jannard right back at the top. So Jannard is going to work that angle. He's going to continue to work that angle. And with all these differences that they're having, with Miguel also adding another seed, trying to separate Diamond from Tommy, right? Diamond might just say, you know what? The hell with Tommy. We could use him up to a certain point. We could use him till this move is done, that move is done, that move is done. And then we could kill Tommy. Jannard, Shanti, everyone else who had some type of feelings against Tommy, they're gonna stand on that. And this is why it goes back to previous theories that I made weeks ago on this channel, where I say, in a way, Tommy's gonna be run out of Chicago. I know everybody thinks Tommy is so extra tough, but realistically, if he has no allies, he has no wins. Tommy knows this. He gave the same speech to Tariq at the end of Ghost Season 3. You have no allies, you have no victories. So then his opportunity would be to, I don't know, find some random other guys with leadership in Chicago that he could work with. But they're not going to be as powerful as Diamond, especially if Diamond linked with the Estrada cartel. So what is Tommy to do? What's Tommy to do? He may have to leave and go to LA finally. Plus, in the middle of all of this, right? In the middle of all of this, Joseph Sikora already said that when Tommy leaves to go and try to kill Tasha, like he did in Season 3 of Ghost, that will be in Season 3 of Force. So he's gonna have to protect Maria. By episode 5, Miguel's probably gonna be dead, right? And he's probably gonna die from like diabetes related like stuff, right? High blood pressure, high blood sugar, something like that. He'll probably go on like cardiac arrest or something like that. I don't know. Probably, because they keep talking about him and they keep hitting at the diabetes and everything, right? Like he don't know how to do it himself or something, right? Or he don't know how to do it right. So he's gonna have to protect Maria. He's gonna have to protect D-Mac, JP, his mom, right? Right? At the same time, he's gonna have to worry about possibly going to war with the Serbs, but the Serbs will probably be wiped out by the season finale, right? But the Detroit cartel, right? Shanti and whoever from CBI she took, or somehow, some way CBI joined up with Claudia, Tommy's gonna have too many enemies, not enough allies. He may be forced out of Chicago. But like I said, the war between CBI and Tommy has already begun. The clues have been given to us. The seeds have been set. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.